Hi, welcome to this week's practice. If you're like me, you may have been doing a lot of yard work and gardening this week, which can get us really stiff in the shoulders and tight in the chest as we're hunching over. So we're going to spend a little bit of time today with shoulders and neck, but also really nurturing the body, being a little bit kind like we are to our little plants. And I also drew a card right before class, and it was deer. And deer is the feminine aspects of the earth energy, and it's about compassion and kindness and receptivity and nurturing. So let's try to bring those qualities into our practice today. And so we're going to start lying on your back. You can start with legs straight if you wish, and just tune into the breath. And just settle into your space. Finding that belly breath where we can soften the belly and release contraction there. And just breathe into the belly. And as we move through practice today, embrace whatever degree of physicality that allows you to feel grounded and present and also be content with your practice. We expect our bodies to do all these difficult things all day, so sometimes we just need to be a little more kind and receptive to our bodies. Let's take a couple more breaths here, just tuning into that belly breath. And then on your next breath, draw that right leg in towards the chest in asana, getting a little bit, perhaps opening on that left hip flexor, maybe some release of any tension in the right hip. But just let it feel really kind and nurturing, and maybe you even feel like sighing if you're relieving some tension there. Taking a deep inhale. Let go of whatever you're holding on to. And then let's straighten that leg. Foot reaches to the sky. Bring your hand to the back of your thigh. Reach up as far as you're able to reach and just massage your leg all the way down towards the hip. And just feel a little bit of kindness and compassion towards this body that does so much for you. Maybe just dragging your fingers all the way down, helping that lymphatic drainage and blood flow one more time. And then bending your knee, reach towards your toes. Intertwine your fingers between your toes. And we're going to draw the toes towards the knee, as well as the thigh towards the belly. So we're getting into some of the meridian lines or the meridian endpoints in the foot. And there's also chakras, minor chakras in the foot. And these energy centers in our feet are what connect us to the earth's energy centers. And they're often very neglected for most of us. So just opening through the arches a little bit at the same time we're working with hip. And then let's take that knee and draw that knee over to the side. Bring a little opening into the inner thigh. And then from there, taking it over and across to the other side, coming into a twist. Extend your right arm. Maybe you look towards the right as your right leg moves towards the left. Nice big inhale, exhale, navel draws in and twist a little bit towards that right side as well. Come back to center. Draw the knee in once more. And then raise that left leg up to the sky. Bend the knee. Both knees are drawing in here as you press your sacrum or your tailbone down. Reach the right leg straight and slowly lower it down to the earth. So you might start to feel a little opening in this hip flexor now as we draw the left leg in. might feel some release in your lower spine or your sacrum here as well. So it's really nice to take a big inhale and slowly let it out. Let your back body ground to the earth. And reach that left leg up to the sky. Let's do that little bit of self-massage here. Wherever you can reach, slowly making your way down your whole leg. We'll do that 2 more times. Maybe just really drawing the fingers down. And 1 more time. Just let it feel really good. And then reach your fingers towards your toes, bending your knees so that you can bring your fingers in between your toes and spread the toes wide. At the same time, we're pulling the toes towards the knee and the thigh towards the belly. So we're kind of doing a lot of things here in this one very simple movement. Spreading the toes wide, opening up through the arches, releasing tension in our feet, and the hip, and the groin. And then left hand comes to that left knee. Take it out to the left. So getting into the inner thigh here. And maybe if you're really tight in your hip flexor, you might feel it in that right hip flexor too. Take a nice deep inhale. As we exhale, take the knee across into a twist. Extend the left arm. Maybe look to the left. As you exhale, navel center draws in and twist towards that left side as well. If you're really tight in your chest, you might even feel it across the front of your shoulders and in your chest area. Come back to center. Draw both knees in 1 more time. And then we're just going to, as you inhale, holding on to your shins or whatever is available to you, press your legs away from you and resist with your hands. And then as you exhale, resist with your legs as you draw your legs in towards your belly. So we're causing resistance, resisting with our arms as we press our shins away from us. And then resisting with your legs as you draw in with your hands, bringing the thighs closer to the belly. Let's do that 1 more time. Press away, resist. And draw in, resisting. And then let's just stay here. Wrap your arms around best you can. Lift your head and your shoulders up off the floor. Chin towards your chest. Forehead towards your knees. So you're curling yourself up into a ball. Lift a little bit higher. And then release down. Release your feet down, knees bent, soles of the feet come to the floor. Palms facing down on the floor. Again, just tune into that alignment of the mind, the body, and the breath. As we become aware of our contact points on that earth plane, that hard surface beneath you. We're simply going to move dynamically in and out of bridge pose. So grounding through the feet. As you inhale, lift the hips up to the sky. And as you exhale, bring the hips back down. If you wish, you can add reaching the arms overhead at the same time that you lift the hips up. And exhale, slowly lower both back to your starting position. Let's do that 2 more times. Inhale, reach up as you lift up. If this bothers your neck or shoulders, keep your arms by your side. Exhale, release both back down to the earth. This time as we rise up, we're going to stay in our bridge pose. If you've reached overhead, bring your arms back down to your side, but keep the hips up. Maybe you intertwine your fingers and walk your shoulders underneath. And every inhale, we think about lifting the heart up a little bit more. And the exhale, the belly draws in and we lengthen through the thighs. Your cervical spine should all be up off of the mat, so not pressing the cervical spine into the mat. Each inhale, the heart center expands, feeling a little more spacious. On your next exhale, we're going to release down to the mat. And just pause here for a moment. Feel into the breath, into the sensations of the body. And then we're going to make your way to hands and knees. So you might draw your knees in towards your belly and rock from side to side until you come up, or you might just roll to your side and make your way into cat-cow. So inhaling, opening the front body. Exhaling, curling the toes under, curling the spine up. Inhale, flatten the feet out, open the front body. And exhale, curl the toes under, curl the spine up. One more round, inhale. Breathing through the nose, exhale, navel draws in as we curl up. And this time sending your hips back into child's pose. Inhaling up, cat-cow, or into cow, sorry. And exhale, child's pose. Inhale. And exhale, child's pose. So we're inhaling up, we're going to stay in tabletop. And extend your left leg straight out to the side. So we're going to do some opening through shoulders and also work with the spine. So we're going to start by inhaling the right arm up to the sky. So we come into a bit of a twist. And then as we exhale, thread that arm underneath and reach towards your toes. Doesn't matter if they touch, let your ear come down to the floor. And then inhale, come up, reach to the sky into your twist. And the exhale, we reach towards our toes as the ear comes down to the floor. Let's do one more round like that. Inhaling breath, we rise up into the twist. And the exhale, we reach through. So opening the back of the shoulders a bit. This time as we inhale into our twist, we release that hand down to the floor. Keep the foot exactly where it is. We're just going to switch arms. Inhale, left arm reaches up to the sky, get nice and long. Exhale, we thread it through underneath. And we slide that left hand as far as is comfortable for you. Inhale, reach up. And exhale, slide it through. One more time, inhale, reach to the sky. And exhale, slide it through. And then inhale, reach up. This time release the hand to the floor. Draw your left knee in. So let's go ahead and move with the other side. Maybe I'll switch around so you can see a different angle. Extend the right foot out. I'm having some wardrobe issues with my hair. So let's start with our left hand this time. So the inhale, we reach up to the sky, and the exhale, we thread it through, reaching the fingertips towards the toes, ear towards the floor. It doesn't matter if your hand actually touches your toes. The inhale breath, we rise up into our twist. And the exhale, we reach towards the toes, ear comes down. One more time, inhale, reach up, and last exhale through. And this time we inhale into the twist, and we exhale the hand down. We keep the foot where it is, and we simply switch hands. So inhale, reach to the sky. The exhale, we thread it through, ear comes down. So we're working with some of the meridian lines in our body, and as well with the fascia trains that wrap around and can get cause us to feel very tight and very stiff. Keep moving with your breath, especially when we're doing a lot of yard work and outdoor work. This is our last one. We inhale up into the twist, and we release the hand down, draw the leg in, and maybe we come into a couple more rounds of cat-cow here. Inhaling to open the front body, and exhaling, stretching out the spine. This time as we inhale, let's curl the toes under, and as we exhale, draw the belly in, hover the knees. Just an inch or two off the mat, staying lifted through the shoulders. Taking one more breath here, and the exhale takes us to downward facing dog. So in your down dog, pressing the top of the mat away from you, all 10 fingers are pressing down. Let's bend the left knee. So we're getting into a little bit more of the calf muscles of the right. Maybe you even lift that left foot and circle your ankle. And place that foot down. Let's bend the right knee. You can keep your toes down here, or maybe lift that foot and circle that ankle. Bring that foot down. Rise up high on both toes. Lift the sit bones high, high, high. And exhale, begin to lower the heels towards the floor, any amount. Take an inhale here. And exhale, let the heels sink. And then inhale forward to plank pose. This is a great place to work on that navel center action. As we inhale, lengthening through the legs, the exhale, navel center draws in. Take one more breath here, working with that navel center action. And for this first round, let's lower the knees. Exhale, lower all the way down to the mat. Release your hands to your sacrum, so the back of the hands is on the sacrum. Inhale, lift up, draw the elbows back, open the shoulders. As you exhale, lower the head down, turn to the left. As you inhale, rise up, reach your left arm forward. And as you exhale, bring that hand back to the sacrum, look right. Inhale, lift up, reach the right arm. Exhale, look left as you come back to the start. One more time to each side. Inhale, left arm reaches as you rise up. Exhale, look right. Last one, inhale, right arm reaches. And exhale, release down. Hands come under your shoulders. We'll press up and back, child's pose. Again, taking a moment to align the breath, the body, and the mind. And then inhale to come up. We're going to do a couple of rounds of Kapata breath. So take a moment to get yourself settled, seated, either sitting Japanese style like I am right now, or sitting cross-legged, which is what I think I want to do, or even on your block. So Kapata breath, as you remember, is that breath where the belly draws in actively, And the inhale happens passively. Normally when we are breathing without thinking, our inhale is the active part of our breath, and the exhale is passive. So we're switching it up. And also this is really good for our respiratory system when we're dealing with a virus that affects the respiratory system. It's really important to keep that strong. Take a nice inhale and then begin whenever you're ready. So we keep moving, the belly draws in with each exhale, the inhale happens passively on its own. And you might begin to feel the body, the mind, and the breath become increasingly clear. Keep moving with your Kapalabhati. A few more rounds. And then release the breath. Come back to your normal breath. Take a deep inhale. Pause at the top of your inhale. Retain that breath as long as you are comfortably able. And whenever you need to exhale, slowly exhale the breath out. Return to your normal belly breath here for just a few more breaths, a few rounds before we move on. And then you can go ahead and rock forward, curl the toes under, and come into Uttanasana, forward fold. So your knees might be a little bit bent here. Let your chin softly move towards your chest, maybe grabbing opposite elbows. Try to lengthen from your sit bones to the crown of your head. Turn your head from side to side. And then release your hands to your shins. Inhale. Lift halfway, so we're lengthening through the crown and through the sit bones. Spine is parallel to the floor. Exhale, bow down. And inhale, let's roll the spine up. We're being nice and kind and nurturing to our body today. So let's inhale, reach up to the sky. And as you exhale, release your hands down to the back of your thighs. Take an inhale here. Exhale, we're going to fold forward, sliding the hands down the legs again. So it's almost like that self-massage we did in the beginning. Inhale, up the front of the shins. Exhale, bow down. And as we inhale, we're coming back up. So we're just doing some kind of half sun salutations. Reach up to the sky. Exhale, hands to the back of the legs and fold forward. Inhale, hands to the shins, lift halfway, extend. Exhale, belly draws in as we fold. Inhale, slide the hands up your hamstrings, come all the way up, release, reach to the sky. Last one, exhale, hands to the back of the legs as we fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. And this time as we exhale, we're going to plant our hands and step back into downward facing dog. Let's lengthen here. On the inhale, let's fold that left leg to the sky in three-legged dog. And as we exhale, draw the knee towards the nose, thigh towards the belly, and then place that shin down, that knee down, and we're going to float the left arm and the right leg up to the sky. Or not up to the sky, sorry, extending. So extended tabletop. And then release both down, three-legged dog, left leg reaches up to the sky. So we're going to do that same movement 2 more times. Exhale into the nose, shin to the floor. Extend left arm, same side, right leg. Get long. Exhale, release down. Lift the left knee, reach the foot to the sky, three-legged dog. Last one. Left shin, same leg. Extend left arm, right leg. Exhale, hand and foot down. Three-legged dog. And float that foot down. Let's do second side. Right leg floats up. Three-legged dog. Exhale, knee to the nose. Curl it up. Thigh to the belly. Place the right shin down. Extend right arm, left leg. Extended tabletop. Release them down. Bent knee, left rises up, three-legged dog. Same side, right shin, draws in, place it down, extend right arm, left leg. One more. Place both down, lift that right shin, three-legged dog. Exhale, knee to the nose, place the shin down, extend right arm, left leg. Exhale, release down, three-legged dog last time. And float that foot down. Take child's pose, release your wrists. Maybe even bring your hands alongside your shins. Maybe you keep your toes curled under to release more through your arches. Inhale, come up. Curl the toes under, down dog. Come forward to plank pose. Use your exhale to lower all the way down or through chaturanga. Coming into your back bend, up dog or cobra. Roll the shoulders back. Then exhale back into downward facing dog. Again, you choose the amount of physicality that you want to bring to your practice today. So let's inhale, come forward to plank. Bring your feet hip width apart. And then roll onto the sides of your feet point to the right. Come back to center, same thing to the left. Come back to center. This time if you wish, as you roll your feet, you might reach your arm to the sky. Come back to center. Last time, roll your feet, maybe you reach up to the sky. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take one breath. And then as you exhale, belly draws in, step, walk, or float to the top of your mat. Inhale, lengthen the heart forward. Exhale, navel draws in as we fold. Inhale, rise all the way up. And draw into your heart center this time. Release the hands down. Take a couple breaths in mountain pose. Nice deep inhales, slow exhales, giving ourselves time to nurture and be kind to our bodies here, not always pushing. And then at the top of your mat, take an inhale. As you exhale, hands to your hips, sit down, chair pose. We're going to step back with our left foot. So big wide stance, and then turn your toes to the long side of your mat. So it's like our feet are parallel to the short ends of our mat. Reach your arms out to the side. Take an inhale. As we exhale, we're going to reach this right hand over towards the left foot and bend the left knee. So coming into a little bit of a twist, and just moving from side to side, inhaling up, exhaling, twist to the other side. Now let's just keep moving with the breath. Exhaling into the twist as we bend the knee, inhaling as we come up, exhaling, we twist. One more time to each side. And last one here. Inhaling center, intertwine the fingers, open the heart center, and fold forward. Prasarita C. Slide the shoulder blades towards the hips, so up towards the ceiling. Release your chin, so top of the head goes down. Take one more breath here. And you slowly inhale, come all the way up. Turn your right toes towards the top of your mat. Moving into warrior two. Just bending that front knee, drawing that back hip in a little bit. Your shoulders are aligned, float the arms up. Peaceful warrior, moving slowly, gracefully. Exhale, side angle. Stretch out that side body. Create length here. Oh, that feels good. Inhale, peaceful warrior. And exhale, side angle. Stretch those side bodies out. Inhale, up. And exhale, warrior two this time. And then straightening the front knee, we're moving into triangle. So pivoting the hips, we reach. Hand might come to your shin, might come to the floor, might come to the outside of your foot. But think about your upper back. You're sitting in a chair and you're leaning your upper back up and over the back of that chair. However low your triangle is, that's the action of the upper back. So it's almost like a back bend. Inhale, come up. Let's turn the toes to the long side of your mat again. And then simply turn the left toes to the short end of your mat. Moving into warrior two. Again, trying to keep shoulders and hips aligned. Float the arms up. Pressing both feet down. Move into peaceful warrior. Making space in the side body, releasing all that tension we might have been creating all week. Lengthen that right side body. And inhale, up, peaceful warrior again. Exhale, side angle. This time as we inhale, coming up, let's find our warrior two position. Softening your shoulders down. Straightening the front leg, we're moving into triangle, so pivoting the hips. As I said, your hand might just be on your shin. Doesn't need to come all the way down to the floor. Tiny micro bend in the back of your knee. And again, that action is though you're leaning your upper back over the back of a chair. It's an opening. And one more breath here. And then inhale to come all the way up. Turn your toes to the long side of your mat. Release your hands down. Just pause here for a moment. Maybe closing your eyes, present moment awareness. Noticing your breath. Noticing your body. Noticing the mind. And then let's turn the toes out. Sorry, I have a really sore ankle. Turn your toes out, 45-degree angle. Coming into fiery angel, so bending the knees, sometimes called temple pose as well. And again, we're going to get into our side body a little bit. So let's reach up to the sky here. Take an inhale, lengthen as you release the sit bones towards the floor. As we exhale, let the right arm come to the right thigh. And side bend. Stay here for an inhale. And then coming up to center as we exhale. Side bend over to the other side. Make space, maybe look to the ceiling and just move dynamically with your breath from side to side. Think of yourself as a graceful deer that moves. And then coming to the center, reach to the sky, rise up. Bring your hands down, turn your toes to be parallel once again. And take a moment's pause. And then you can either heel toe your feet together, or just step together or hop together. Sorry, I was going to hop, but my foot hurts. Take a couple breaths here in mountain pose. Grounding into your feet, we're just going to come into a simple tree pose. So grounding into your left foot first, bringing that right foot to the inside of your thigh, the inside of your shin, or even to your ankle. Drawing that left hip in, rooting through your foot. And remember, we're just making shapes with our body. So if you fall out of the pose, that's okay. You can press your hands together at heart center, or you can bring your arms wide, maybe you even reach up to the sky. Maybe it's really windy in here. I think my tree has a lot of snow on its branches. If you're feeling up for it, you can bring that right hand to that right thigh and come into a little bit of a side bend. Apparently, I'm not doing that today. And then come back up to center, hands through your heart center, and release down out of your tree pose. Take a moment's pause here. And then moving into second side, grounding into that right foot, bending the left knee. Again, your choices are your thigh, your shin. I'm going to do my ankle today just because I'm having issues with my ankle on the right. And again, you can have different hand positions. And you might work with your willow tree. And then releasing, hands through heart center. And just take a couple of breaths here. So let's inhale, reach to the sky. And as we exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, step back into downward facing dog. And we're going to come down into dolphin. So to make your transition, you might want to drop your knees as you bring your elbows down, or just make the transition from down dog. So you can intertwine your fingers with elbows creating a V, or you can have your palms flat with your forearms parallel. But either way, we drop the chin towards the chest and lift the hips up towards the sky. Again, taking the hand position that works best for your shoulders. We're trying to make space between our shoulders and our ears. Every exhale, your navel center draws in, and we press the floor away from us. Take one more breath here, and then drop to your knees. And we're going to come into a child's pose, a little bit different version of child's pose. So bring your arms wide, and then we're going to just cross the arms and bring the head down. So a bit of a release through the back of the shoulders. And then inhale, come up. And exhale, cross your arms the opposite way that you just had them. And if this doesn't work for your shoulders for whatever reason, you can also just be in your traditional child's pose here. So let's all release our hands out in front of us now. Your options here are to keep your hands out in front or bend the arms. Maybe your hands are together. Maybe you reach towards your shoulder blades with your hands. And release the hands down. We're going to make our way into downward facing dog. Coming forward to plank pose. And exhaling to lower down, this time all the way down to the mat. You might pause in chaturanga before you lower all the way. And then inhale, rise up into cobra. And exhale, come down. Release your hands either at your sides or intertwining your fingers, excuse me, above your bum. And then inhale, rise up. Maybe you float your feet up. Maybe lifting the heart a little bit higher, shoulders away from the ears. And exhale, release down. Release your hands under your shoulders, breathe into your belly. We've got another couple rounds to go. So on this next round, you can come into Salabhasana. Again, hands at your side, fingers intertwined, or bend your knees, grabbing your ankles for bow pose if that is available to you. Keep your knees together rather than spreading them out. Lift the heart, kick the feet away, lift the thighs if you're able. Lengthen through the crown. Feel the belly press into the floor as you inhale. Feel the belly draw away as you exhale. And release down. So last round here. So your options, Salabhasana, bow pose, or release your right elbow down to the floor as we draw the left heel towards the sit bones. Whichever pose you're in, hold for another breath, and then release down. Now if you did the one leg, we have to do the other. You can either come into another round of Salabhasana or bow, or just breathe into the belly while we do our second side. So coming onto the left elbow, grabbing the right ankle, drawing the heel towards the sit bone. One more breath. And then releasing down. Breathe into the belly here, Makrasana. And then you're going to press up and back, downward facing dog, however you wish to get there. Now let's move into pigeon pose to address the hips. Right leg floats up, exhale, draw that leg through for pigeon, right knee towards your right wrist. Walk that back leg back a little bit. Start an upright pigeon with your shoulders away from your ears. If you need a prop, you can put a prop under that right hip. And then when you're ready, keep the spine long, begin to lower down. You might use a prop of some sort under that, under your forehead. You might stay on your elbows. You might stack your fists. You might come all the way down. Some of you, if you're more flexible, you might even walk your hands over to the right. Or you might walk over to the left. Put your hands under your shoulders. Slowly begin to make your way up. Curl your back toes under, downward facing dog, or just simply make your way into tabletop. You might want to stretch that right leg to the sky, lengthen that out, maybe even come into fire hydrant. And then bring that foot down. Let's move to the left side. Left leg floats up. Exhale, pigeon for your left side. Starting with upright pigeon here. And again, you could put a prop, a cushion, a block, something under that left hip. You could also put something under that right thigh. Shoulders away from your ears. Spine long, heart open. Begin to walk your way down. You're probably going to find one side's tighter than the other. I know my left is a lot tighter. So be kind to your body and respect what it's saying to you. Don't force. Remember, these poses are just shapes we make with our body. Same options as the first side. Or creating a place for your forehead, maybe stacking fists. You can also walk your hands over to the right. And then begin to walk your way up, curling your back toes under for downward facing dog, or maybe you're making your way back into tabletop. If you're a down dog, you might want to do a three-legged dog or a fire hydrant to release that left leg. And then let's make our way down into a seat. So we're going to come into a little twist here. So starting with your, right leg straight, bending the left, and either crossing over or staying there, or drawing that right leg under. Wrap your right arm around that knee. Sit up nice and tall and straight here before we even begin the twist. And then that navel center, as you exhale, is twisting towards your left. Your left hand comes out behind you. Let your eyes be the last thing to turn towards the left. And the more you draw this leg across, the more opening you'll feel in the hips and the more compression on the digestive organs. Some of you might even bring your hand on the other side, on the outside of that left knee, your hand underneath. Take one more breath here. Keep your body where it is. Turn your head to look over your right shoulder. And then release both hands to that knee. Sit up nice and tall and straight. Maybe you want to counter twist towards your right. And then let's unravel the legs. Let's draw right knee in. You can stay here for your twist. You can cross it over, or you can draw the leg underneath. Remember, you get to choose the amount of physicality that you want to bring to your practice for what your body needs. Left arm comes around that knee, and again, the more you draw that knee over, I kind of like to have my whole arm across that thigh. It's very supportive. The navel center is twisting towards the right as you release the right hand behind us. Sitting nice and tall and straight. You get to choose how much compression that you create in the abdominal, how much opening you feel in the hip. And also, same option as before, you can release that hand, create a little bit more compression on the abdominal and deepen the twist. Again, being kind and nurturing to your body. One more breath here. And then simply turn your head to look over that left shoulder. And then release both hands to your front knee. Pause here for a moment, sitting nice and tall and straight. Take a big breath. Sigh, let it release. Maybe you want to counter twist to the other side. And then release back to center. Release both legs out in front of you. This way. Sit up nice and tall and straight in Dandasana. And let's just do a really simple forward fold here. Walking your hands down. And drawing the front body long, not just curling and overextending the back body, but lengthening the front body. Maybe even reaching towards your toes. And if you can reach your toes, maybe you give them a little massage. Maybe you bring your fingertips between your toes and spread those toes wide. And slowly make your way back up. And then bend the knees and make your way down onto your back. Sorry, I might have gone out of frame there. Knees bent. Just release and surrender to that earth plane beneath you once again. Align your breath, your body, and your mind. Perhaps you even feel a tingling in the body as you feel that energy, that prana moving around the body. Extend your left leg straight. And then bring your bring your right foot just on top of your left thigh, your arms wide, and come into a twist. So that right knee drops towards the left. And back to center, nice and slow. Draw both knees in, ground both feet. And let's do second side, extend the right leg. Bring the left foot to hover over the right thigh and move into your twist. Navel center moves towards the left side on the exhale. Coming back to center. Now ground both feet. We're just going to windshield washer the knees from side to side this time. And you can roll your head opposite your knees if you wish. Let this feel really grounding and really nurturing. Come to center, draw your knees in. Some of you might want to come into happy baby here. If this feels good, you might rock from side to side. Maybe you extend your legs a little bit. You might stay with knees drawn in. That might be more comfortable for you. We're simply going to move into your final Shavasana. So grabbing socks, sweaters, blankets, whatever you need to be comfortable. Let a sigh out once you come onto your back. And once you find your way onto your back, let's just take a moment. 3 breaths. As you inhale, begin to tighten up your feet, your hands into fists, your belly, your face, scrunch it all up, tighten up all the muscles. Pause at the top of this inhale. And then release. Let everything go. Let's do 2 more like that. Inhale, begin to tighten everything up, scrunch everything up. Pause, hold that breath. And then release, let it all go. One last one. Let everything go. Let the breath become effortless. Let your body become receptive as you release to that earth plane, to that support. Let your breath nurture the body. Let your mind be compassionate, releasing all judgment. Allowing yourself to be in stillness for the next few moments. With slow mindfulness, begin to deepen your breath. Becoming more aware of the body and the breath moving in and out. Slowly make your way into fetal position and pause there for a moment. Feel the earth beneath you, that earth plane, that solidity beneath you in this new position. And when you're ready, make your way up to a seat. With eyes soft focus or perhaps still closed. Bring your hands to your heart center. Thumbs towards your heart, fingertips towards your head. Softening your chin slightly so the back of the neck is long. Take 3 slow, even breaths here, aligning the body, the mind, and the breath. Feel that earth plane beneath you. And then let's close with the phrase that I always close my own personal practice with, that I don't often share. Bringing your hands to your forehead. In gratitude, we honor the sun, the moon, the stars, and the skies above. Hands back to your heart center, honoring the earth, the nurturance and receptivity. And folding forward, hands to the floor, honoring with gratitude all creatures and beings in between. Namaste. Thank you so much for coming to practice. I hope you enjoy, and perhaps you manage to practice a few times this week. And I will be sending you an email on Friday just to check in and see how you're making out with practice. And hope you have a great week. Namaste.